In this comedy podcast,
the people are represented by two separate yet equally unimportant comedians. This guy
I thought Flat Earth might be something you'd get on board with.
and this guy.
That'll show the BBC what they're missing out on.
These are their stories.
Silence in the court.
I brought a
Right.
magazine. Yeah, you'll only be able to see this if you're on the YouTubes.
Is that if you get
What
bored?
does it look like on YouTube? I haven't seen it on there yet. Does it just
Looks
look like
good.
what I'm looking at now?
Yeah, it looks exactly like this.
Oh, just me and you.
Yeah, me and you doing this. Just two heads.
Oh, and then me with my headlamp.
Yeah, I like
Add
it.
a little.
Oh, look at that. You ever see the film, what was it called? The Black Hole. Why does that remind me of that?
Well, I think I've seen the odd show called that.
Keep it clean for the
Yeah,
for the
bit dirty.
kids.
I haven't gone through it yet, but I thought there'd be some nice ideas in there. What I was thinking of, am I too fucking loud again? God damn, I'm a loud son of a gun.
Let's just,
Son of a beeswaxer.
When
I
we
think
do
that's-
merch, it's gonna have. We're gonna have things we say. It's gonna say, "Is there an echo? Can you hear that? Is it me? Am I too loud?" How do we get onto this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, with our faces on it.
Yeah, tea
And
towels.
headbands are a real winner. When I used to have headbands, they took a long time to get here though, from China.
China.
And they had my signed name on it. And once you bought the headband, you had the code to watch one of my videos. You know, back in the days when you had to pay for it. It's like an access code.
Frank Foucault did that on a face mask in the lockdowns. He put a show out when the face mask was a QR code.
Oh yeah, he stole. Yeah, well that's my idea. Headbands. Is there an echo? Just kidding. What I was thinking about today is I heard someone talk about heard quicksand mentioned, and I haven't heard quicksand mentioned for a long time.
This has
But
been
remember-
a thing. Yeah, lots of people have said it ago when we were kids.
Yeah.
Quicksand was a real problem. Apparently.
No, I think everyone thought it was, but it turns out, like, when you become an adult, you realize there's no quicksand problem out there. But I guess quicksand's on the brain maybe because someone watched an old movie, and then it dawns on you, fuck, every Western you'd watch. I remember Dukes of Hazzard. There was always there was quicksand episodes in that.
Yeah, everyone had a quicksand episode.
There was a quicksand, Gunsmoke. Did you ever watch Gunsmoke?
Oh, yeah, I remember Gunsmoke, yeah.
Oh, simpler times. Living in a
simpler times.
village out
mate.
on the Wild West. We need to go on some adventures.
Yeah, I'd be up for that. We'd do that. We could just get a couple of lapel mics and off we go.
Yeah.
Go and do
That's
stuff.
what we're gonna
Find
do.
some quicksand. The only time I've ever seen quicksand was when I was 10 years old. I was in Galway on holiday in Ireland.
Yeah.
And there was where the water went out to sea. I crossed over that and went to this other bit. So I'm like, that beach is empty. There's no one on it. And I've crawled over there and I'm playing with all my cars in the sand and I'm mucking around. And I look across and everyone's waving. So I wave back. And then they came and got me because it was quicksand.
How far did you sink in? You're down. So you're up to your. Did someone have to lasso you and pull you out with the horse?
No, I only went to my knees and then.
That
that's
was
not
not
right.
very bad quicksand. Because if you get the really bad quicksand, the only way out is if someone lassos you around the waist and pulls you out with a horse. Even then, it's tough.
That's gonna
And then
hurt.
if the horse gets sucked in, you're both dead.
Oh yeah, because the horse
Apparently-
is like an anchor.
I think you can only go up to your waist total, but then it's tough to get out of. I think it's really tough to get out after that. I think I don't know the science of quick. Actually, what am I saying? I read about it, but I've forgotten about it already.
Is it water?
read-
Is it wet? Because it was
Just
wet.
wet sand in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever fallen in? And have you ever fallen into a ditch or a pit? I fell into a cesspit when I was a kid.
Yeah,
It was-
falling into all sorts of pits.
Yeah, you must have
yeah.
fallen into loads because you were the farm.
Yeah, always falling into a pit or a slough.
What's a slough?
A slough is another name for a kind of gross, stagnant pond. You wouldn't even call it a pond because it's all like grass and muck and leeches and all that.
Oh, leeches. Don't you have to burn them off? No, you have to just get them off with a knife under the head.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think I ever had the leeches. I don't recall. I do remember friends getting leeches off. There was all sorts of ways. I think
It was in
people
that
probably
film,
used to burn them.
Stand By Me, when they all came out of the lake and they all had them on them.
Yes, flick. You got to pull them off. Yeah.
And then it pulls the head off, doesn't it? And then it stays in the thing.
Yeah, falling into pits is no good for anyone. Falling in a muck heap. My wife was playing on a heap of muck and garbage, and it was old airplane parts.
Oh.
And then slipped and fell and cut her knee.
Oof.
That's as I get older, I adopt other people's stories as my own. That was definitely not my story.
Yeah.
I've never played on a muck heap with airplane parts in it. Bits of old World War II airplane. Yeah.
You set it up as it was someone else's story.
Oh.
So you didn't take the glory for it.
Tell you when quicksand would be bad is if you're a child and you're running away from a pedophile. That's when quicksand's at its most dangerous, isn't it? Because you're like, oh shit!
No, this is not going well.
Then you want it to envelop you. That's dangerous. Or if you're being chased by someone you don't want to talk to, like someone you're trying to avoid, and oh no, I'm in quicksand. Now you're stuck with them, aren't you?
So what would you? So if
you got yourself into a real bother here, haven't you? Yes. Well, what a business! It's going to be tricky to get out of this, isn't it?
What a to do! What a to do!
What a to do!
So if you're walking down the high street and you see this person, and then you turn to go the other way, and you end up in quicksand.
Yeah, that's why I would never move to a place where the streets had quicksand on them.
No, they would
so
be
like
foolish.
villages. Yeah, that's why I have to stay in a city where it's good strong pavement.
Well, there wasn't any water near the quicksand in these films. It was just suddenly there was just a pit
frozen
with quicksand. You know, it was an odd one.
This doesn't make for good podcasting.
I think. You know,
I didn't hear any of that. You froze.
Yeah, I could. It'll be all right in the edit because one's recording, the other one's recording, and it puts it together.
Oh, does it? That's clever.
Yeah. So that's why
that'll be another one of our.
Yeah,
that'll be a T-shirt for us as well. I didn't hear any of that. It froze.
I really
Too many
think
of the
that'd be
modern
great merch.
Yeah, I think so. Too many of the modern, I think for sure. Too many of the modern podcasts are too slick and they don't have this sort of thing in it anymore.
No,
the freezing and all that. I
think we should do. I like it.
In the olden days, the sidewalks were wood, weren't they?
Yeah, they were raised up. Yeah,
build up some wood, and then everything down below is just mud.
Well, that's why, isn't it? Because everything was mud and horse shit.
There was an old wild western town where they do filming out here in England somewhere. I did a movie. I can't remember what it was called. It was a werewolf cowboy movie.
Ooh.
Howl at the Moon or some shit. I can't remember.
There is a
Google
place.
That after.
My ex had to film there. They filmed something there, and there's a whole universe. This whole thing. Yeah,
it's an old cowboy village, and I think people can stay there as well. It's a whole Wild West, like a main street with shops and all the Wild West stuff off of it. It was real. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And a werewolf ate someone, and yeah. Anyway, we got to go to there. But falling into that's the thing when you get older. I've probably fallen in my last hole, but I shouldn't speak out of hand.
No, you're going to fall into other things like comas and
yeah, fall into dementia.
Yeah,
I got the early onset of that, I think. But
Do you think so?
I was playing badminton last night with a couple of buddies, and there's 3 of us. So if you lose, you go out, and the winner stays on. But I'm so out of shape. I was pretty much winning one of my games, but I didn't want to stay out there, so I threw my game. That's bad fitness, isn't it?
That's what you get into now, Tone.
And they were having a game, and I said, "Oh, this is a real barn burner." And one of them said, "What does that mean?" You know what barn burner means, don't you?
No.
Oh, so if you're watching a sporting match, watching a football game or a hockey game, and it's back and forth, and it's they're leading, and then they're leading. You call it, oh, this is a real barn burner.
Ah, the place is on fire. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
burning up. Yeah.
Well, in
That
hockey
makes sense.
arenas, they often call the rink or the arena you're playing in, they call it a barn.
Oh,
They've got a loud barn over there, or I don't like playing in that barn. So I guess maybe it's a hockey thing.
I think it's a hockey thing. Yeah,
it's a real barn burner. Barns used to burn a lot in the old days.
yeah,
When,
I bet they did.
When I was a kid, they still used to have a lot of the old fashioned barns that were those red. They were mostly red, old wooden barns, and there was those big curled where they used to have the hay lofts up top, the curled top. You go up there, and then you'd have one level down as feed, and then on the bottom all the animals, and they would burn because it's just full of like dry hay and dry oats and animals. So if those barns started going, you got to get down there and get them outside.
Well, I guess the gases from the animals as well, all the methane.
Oh, never really thought about that.
Why were the barns red? Was that just a style thing?
Jeez, I don't know. I should know that. I just remember. But then they started putting up steel ones eventually, steel and concrete. Not the same.
It's not the same. This kind of loses its charm. That quaintness.
Remember when you could get a washing machine and you'd have it for 40 years? Wouldn't you? You'd have a washing machine, it would be good for 40 years.
40 years.
40-year-old. It's tough now, though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what's your oldest appliance?
Oh, Jesus. Then I haven't got an old one. It's all been replaced very recently.
We've got a 15-year-old dryer, but that's because I've never worked out how to cancel the you pay the insurance or whatever it is. The warranty insurance or whatever. I've never worked. So they've just keep taking $7 a month out. And then it breaks down every 6 months and I get them to fix it. So it's been worth it, I suppose. But in that time, I probably could have bought a couple. This is a boring podcast, isn't it? 12 minutes in and we're talking about old appliances. I mean, we touched on quicksand and we moved right off of it.
But now we've fallen into old age. We're talking about appliances.
Oh, my God. There's got to be a market for that.
What's the last thing you fell in? What's the last hole you fell in?
Oh, yeah, because remember, we got to start our show, The Hole.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm into it. Yeah. I think that's going to be a hit.
We need a producer and a cameraman for that.
Easy. We can get them. We've got to find a field, though. We've got to find somewhere.
Yeah, that's going to be the tricky bit. Anybody out there listening, get in touch with me or Rich. If you have a field and you don't mind us digging a hole out there.
Yeah. You know what's funny? When you first said it and you said plane, and I didn't think you meant plane. I thought you meant plane. So like aeroplane. So when I was like, why would you be digging a hole in a plane?
Oh, yeah. Holes on a plane.
Yeah.
That's counterproductive. You'd fall out.
You wouldn't get very far. Well, you would.
Yeah, you get far down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, on the planes.
Yes.
On the step.
I got it after.
There must be some English step. Yeah.
Is that what they call it? On the step?
Well, the steppe, STEPPE, it would be the place, the grasslands that run from Mongolia in the east all the way across Eurasia right into Hungary and Europe. And it's all connected, a grassy plain. A lot of interestingly rich, a lot of the world progression started there with the movements of the peoples back and forth exchanging information and DNA, and we've tamed horses, and then they go down there. Oh, we got horses now too. Then they go back the other way, and they would take some information out to China. Oh, we picked up some information in China, and we take that down the other way, and then we raid down into the settled places and steal their trinkets.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely trinkets. That's what you do. You sit around all the day in your cities making trinkets, and we're out on the plains stealing your trinkets and moving on. That's the step.
Yeah, but then we got hold of then boats came along and we decided we were going to go wandering around and stealing other people's trinkets.
And the boats was boats and the planes all
Where did the boats come from? Boats and planes.
boats and steps and and all the places that really thrived were in archipelagos. I don't know, where lots of inlets.
Yeah,
and
that's the
lots
island,
of
isn't
coastline.
it?
So like Europe's ideally placed to go down its coasts and go around here, and then you got the Mediterranean Sea. So Europe's ideal for and the Middle East and North Africa. It's ideal for traveling all about the Mediterranean. Our sea. That's what the Romans called it.
Ours, theirs.
Our sea, the Mediterranean, middle terrain, like the middle.
Oh, yeah, that's where it comes from.
More like a lake for them.
Yeah. We
don't want to get going off down these rabbit holes because they get boring.
We've done the Romans already. We've talked about them.
It gets pretty informative, and then I run out of knowledge. We just sort of.
Do you know who invented boats? Who built the first boat? Do you know that?
I'd be going way, way back. It'd be people all over the world at different times. Little dugouts digging out someone a million years ago. I bet it's been that long.
Yeah.
And they look out and they see a log floating by and they go, "Fuck, that's a good idea, isn't it? Oh, I could get on the back of that." And then they get on the back of it and it would sink. And then someone would go, "What if we hollowed it out?" And then another guy went, "What if you put 3 of them together, tie them up with what? This reed over here. This reed is strong. I'll tie it up. Hey, look at that, floats." And then they were off. And then canoes.
Do you think the first person that built the first raft, when he went, "Oh, yeah, I've nailed this," and then he got on it and they never saw him again?
Yeah, he just drifted off. And everyone's going, "Whoa, we don't do that again." That was Barry. Remember Barry? Yeah, he's off. Never saw him again. But he landed up on another shore, and he looked and sounded a bit different than the people's shore he turned up on. And they went, "Whoa!" Either they beat him to death because he was different. That'd be the human way, wouldn't it? Or eventually, enough of them floated over. They went, "Well, he's cute. She's cute. He's cute. Let's welcome him in."
They keep bringing these floating things.
Yeah. And then they went, "Oh, you guys are clever." I was going, "Well, actually, it's just me. I'm the only one. None of them are into it." And they go, "Well, we'll be into it."
And then the other end, they're going, "We need something that makes the thing stop floating away."
And then suddenly the Phoenicians.
Yeah.
The Phoenicians, the people of the purple dye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was their big thing in Tyre. Where people were getting into dyeing stuff and making things colorful, but no one had purple until they discovered if you mash up these snails, these sea snails, you get a purple color. But it's very expensive to make, so only the real richos. That's why the Roman emperors had purple on their togas.
Because it was a sign of wealth.
Yeah.
And red.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid being just a real nerd dog.
We keep going back to the Romans. Did the Romans invent everything? And then
they say that, didn't they? There was a meme going around that men. I don't know why people have to single people out all the time and make them into group people. I hate that. They say men think of the Roman Empire 4 times a day. Someone was just making a joke, and then that went around and people discussed it seriously.
And then everyone thought about it before everyone did.
Then everyone just started thinking about Rome all the time.
Yeah.
But I think if men think about the Roman Empire 4 times a day, women do too.
Yes.
My wife
I don't understand why.
Really into them.
I wouldn't.
Why the Roman Empire? Well, we like to know where we came from, and we like to know the past. And I think that one's just so big, and there's so much evidence of it left around that's why we know lots about it. So it's fascinating and accessible.
There you go.
Because if you're into the Dark Ages, if you're into like European history from 400 AD to 1200, not much left from that time. Not
No.
much buildings left because it use a lot of wood. Not much writing left. There's bits and pieces, but it's very mysterious and dark. That's why I think they call it the Dark Ages, because our knowledge about it is dark.
And then we had was it medieval after that?
Medieval, yeah, middle.
Middle. And
Yeah,
then,
moyenne.
But that just every time you say medieval, I don't know if that's because of the association to Pulp Fiction, but whenever you say medieval, just they were vicious then.
Oh, they've always been vicious, forever. We've only not been vicious for about 50, 60 years. Well, a lot of people say there's still a lot of viciousness going on in the world right now. Yeah, not denying that. You have to head those twats off at the pass.
You do.
But no, you're less likely to die of a violent death now, today, on Earth, than at any time in human history.
Wow.
And a greater percentage of the world's population is not in poverty than at any other time in human history. Still got a lot of work to do, though.
Still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, come on, we're not out of the woods yet, you guys.
Not out of the woods.
Not by any means. Not by any stretch of the imagination. You ever find that when you get older and you start thinking of sayings and you say them, you think, I sound fucking ridiculous saying this. By any stretch of the imagination. Sound like a right old twat. Well,
I've only just discovered, because I realised I was saying it quite a bit, in any way, shape or form.
Oh, yeah, that's a cliche one. What does that mean? What would you use that?
Shape.
In any way, shape, or form. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not having that.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form. That's the voice you got to do when you say that one, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. That's the one.
There's some English ones that I didn't know of, like that I've only learnt since I've moved here 33 years ago. It's
just catching up.
Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. That's a good one.
What is that one? Walk me through it.
So that's just because of the park.
Oh, is it? So it's quite a new one then.
So you've got whenever child play areas were made, and it's just it's all swings and roundabouts, isn't it? It's like just a bit of a. It's just
what would you use?
What it means
what
actually?
context?
Nonsense. It just means nonsense,
Oh.
doesn't it? Or does it mean?
Okay.
I'm
gonna do a Google.
Yeah. What does it mean actually?
Swings and.
Swings
We're
and
all having a good time in here tonight. It's all swings and roundabouts.
No, I don't think it's a good time. I think it's more to do with complication. Or, it's all swings and roundabouts.
Here we
go.
British, informal, used to say that two choices or situations are basically the same because they have an equal number of advantages and disadvantages. It is a case of swings and roundabouts. So,
so it's nothing to do with what I thought it was.
So should we go in, or should we go in this pub?
Yeah, let's go in this.
Or should we go in that pub? Well,
yeah,
it's all swings and roundabouts.
That doesn't make sense because the swing isn't the same. I mean, you get the same. Does that mean you get the same amount of pleasure?
There's two choices that are basically the same.
Yeah,
but they also have an equal number of advantages and disadvantages. So does it matter really? Because both of these choices have an equal number of advantages and disadvantages. That's one way of putting it. Or you could say swings and roundabouts.
Oh, 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Now, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
Glass half full. Oh, that's
glass
different.
Half full is different.
Always found Cockney to be more work than just saying the word. Isn't it?
It is. Well, I mean, I get it because it was code, wasn't it, to stop the police knowing what you were doing.
Is that what it was? The rozzers?
Yeah. So the rozzers, the peelers, the runners.
Some moolah for your skyrocket, you rattling tank balance. No need for it anymore.
No need for it.
JF. That's what people used to say for a tenor. A John Fenner tenor.
Oh, yeah. A cock
That's
and hen.
a lot of work, isn't it?
Cock and hen, 10.
You have to stop and think about it.
Yeah.
And what?
Once it's in your vocabulary, there are, like the other day I was talking to Kate, my missus, and she was talking about something. I went, oh, yeah. I said, but that's a load of old pony. And she just went, yeah. What? What's pony? And I went, pony and crap. It's just in you.
Oh.
It's just after a while, it's just in you. You just go, oh, that's a load of old pony. That.
Oh yeah. Why not just say that's a load of old crap?
I don't know.
That's different, isn't it? Or
But then
arse.
Go on.
Arse. Or
Arse.
eris.
Aris. Yeah.
Is the result of a double rhyme starting with the original rough synonym arse, which is rhymed with bottle and glass, leading to bottle. Bottle was then rhymed with Aristotle and truncated to eris.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
What the fuck?
He's got it up his Aristotle, hasn't he?
Look at his eris.
It's right up his... Oh,
Aristotle,
mate,
bottle and glass, arse.
He shoved it up his Aristotle.
Aristotle, bottle, it's a circular thing going on there.
Well, there's the other one. It's so much work.
I've got an itchy bottle. I'm scratching me bottle, you fucking twat.
Then you've got taters in the mould, which is cold.
Oh God!
So potatoes in the mould. So it's taters in the mould.
Oh, it's pretty taters out today, isn't it?
Oh, it's potatoes out. It's taters.
Oh, my dog and bones ringing.
I've left it up the apples and pears.
I'll see you out on the frog. What? I'll meet you out on the frog. What's that? Frog and toad road. Why didn't you just say road then?
There are some modern ones though. There's Claire Rayner's, which is trainers.
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
What about Titty? Bristol cities.
Lovely
set of Bristols on her.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Titty, Bristol City, Titty.
That's it.
Yeah. Bit sexist.
Lionel Blair's. There was Lionel Blair's. That's Blair's.
Oh right, yeah.
Lovely pair of Lionels, mate. Oh, they look good. They look really good with them Claire Rayners.
Yeah, I feel like I bet that hasn't even been said twice today anywhere in the world. And we just did it.
There's people I know say that. Oh, love a pair of Claire Rayners, mate.
Oh, stick it up your Khyber pass. Stick it up your Khyber. Khyber pass.
Khyber pass. My favourite is Farmer Giles for piles. And then when you're eating a curry, I was like, oh, that's going to play havoc with your farmers tomorrow.
Man, I am Marvin.
Oh yeah, Hank Marvin.
Hank Marvin starving.
Do you think Hank Marvin starved to death? He kept telling people. He meant to say he was just telling people his name.
Would this work as a pickup line? You go, you of lovely minces,
mince pies,
eyes.
Yeah.
He's telling porkies. I've got a whole list in front of me.
Yeah, I can see you reading it. It's like an auto cue now.
It's my eyes looking like I'm reading. Let me watch what I look like reading. Oh God, you can't hide anything when you're this close to the camera, can you?
Of course you can't. And I'm like, you're not reading this off the top of your head.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do it like I'm looking straight in.
You got to look at your camera.
My plates are sore.
Yeah.
What?
Plates of meat.
Oh, you know these. This is good. This is
a good
now
one.
It's a game.
So the first time I saw Gordon Southern, and he was doing the warm up for a TV show years and years ago. I wasn't even a comedian then. I wasn't even in the business. I went to see a recording. He was the warm up man, and he said there was a guy and we all had badges on. There was a guy in the front row, and there was a bloke, and he had Mick the Greek on his thing. And Gordon went, "Oh, Mick the Greek." Yeah. He goes, "Well, you know why they call you Mick the Greek? You've got smashing plates." And I was like, that is one of the best things I've ever heard. Well done.
What a thing to remember.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if you can guess this one. Oh, you're having a Turkish, mate.
Turkish baths, laugh.
Oh, you're good. Oh, I'm going to try and catch you out then. Oh, I'm going to a funeral tomorrow. I better get out my whistle.
Oh, whistle and flute, suit.
You are. It's in you. This is inside of you.
It is inside. It lives within, and you don't know why. It just is.
Rubber tea. Should we go down the rubber tea?
Oh, Rubberty Dub, the pub. The Rubber Dub.
Oh, I don't like this one. Septic yank.
Septic tank. Yeah, that's not a good
I've
one.
been called that.
Yeah, and you're not, though.
No.
No. You're
In the old days, people used to wear a lot of Irish.
Irish.
Do you know that one?
Oh, no, this is one. Irish. No.
Dig.
Irish dig.
Irish jig wig.
Irish jig. Oh, yeah, wig. Of course it is. Oh, they call it
shit.
syrup. There's another one. Syrup.
Hang
syrup
on, there's an alarm going off in the kitchen. Watch
mate.
this. Okay, Google, off. Okay,
See, you
Google,
don't get this on off
turn
menu.
off the alarm. It's done it. I better quickly close this door. The cat's trying to get in.
See, you don't get this on.
All right.
You don't get this on
Oh,
off
mate,
menu.
you're having a
and
Turkish.
Turkish bath.
You know
Oh, yeah,
what?
so
when I
wig-
go to the beach, what I like is when they wear Louis.
Louis.
This one's going to stump you.
Hang
When
on
you're
a
on the
minute.
beach, all the girls wear Louis these days.
What? I don't know.
Louis Vuitton thong.
Ah, that doesn't make sense.
It's a real modern one.
But there was wigs. I said this just now when you were sticking it out the door. Wig is also syrup of fig. So they call it a syrup. Look at that bloke syrup.
Oh, he's wearing a syrup. That's embarrassing for him.
Yeah. Oh, God, mate, look at that bloke
He's
syrup.
wearing, and then you stop and you go, syrup. And
Yeah.
Okay,
By the
that's
time you
syrup.
thought about it, he's gone.
so, yeah, he's long gone. He's grown his hair back by then. Oh, hey. But I like when they used to say things like Burke
Burke, yeah.
instead of Berkeley Hunt.
Ah,
C
that's
word.
where that comes from.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Well,
That's quite offensive.
I think we've
then.
pretty much exhausted that. Nat King, Cole Dole, Britney Spears, Beers. It's got
Brewers
some
Droop
Britney Spears.
Brewer's Droop soup.
If someone said, let's go get a couple Britneys, I would think, what? Some people with mental health issues have shaved their heads? Nah, mate, Beers. Oh, right. Kurt Cobain, Charlie.
Oh yeah.
Bob
Oh, that's
Marley.
got Charlie's got loads. There's oats and barley, Boutros Ghali.
Yeah, I bet well, those make sense because of the crime element.
Yeah, and then you've got what is the one for Stella? Let's get a couple of what's the one for Stella? There's one. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, I know one. It's called a Prince Andrew. Pedophile means pedophile.
It's easy to say Prince Andrew. Oh, he's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Oh,
Prince
he's a bit
Andrew, that
dodgy.
one.
He's a Prince Andrew.
He's all right, Prince Andrew.
Bandrew,
Pandrew.
Drew.
Pandrew. He's
Drew,
all right, Pandrew.
Pedo, Drew.
But there was there was also Piccadilly Parlour, which was what the homosexual men used to speak in, so that the cops didn't know what they were talking about. So it's a similar thing.
Polis.
And, was it Yeah,
Is that what it was called?
Piccadilly Polar, I think it was.
Yeah, Polaris.
Polari, yeah.
Yeah, well, gay people used to have to use that to be
They
secret.
did, yeah.
So them and the Cockneys were, avoiding the poshos locking them up, and the gay people avoiding being locked up.
But then you also had,
I suppose that's why we don't need it anymore.
I think so. But then then there's parlay that the pirates used to say. Let's parlay.
Parlay, yeah, that means to talk.
Yeah, we need to meet up. We need to parlay.
We need to
come to an understanding.
We need to have a parlay. Remember, what's that actor? He plays Alfie. the Jewish underground criminal in the fucking one with the all from Birmingham, mate.
So he's Tom Hardy in Peaky Blinders.
He every time he's on screen, you couldn't get enough of him because he made the character so fucking different, you know?
Yeah.
You're a mug, I'm going to come out there and fucking shoot you in the fucking shit out you fucking
We bake the white bread, we bake the brown bread.
Yeah, we make white bread, and then we make the brown bread, and then we put the bread together, and you fucked, mate. You fucked. You fucking hear me?
What line am I meant to have crossed, eh? What line am I meant to have crossed?
This is the line in the fucking sand, you fucking... come here.
Really good actor.
Brilliant actor.
Some would say a little over the top, but God bless him for it.
Mate.
5'9". I know the height of everybody.
Is he really? So he's
Anytime-
5'9".
Anytime the females in my life say, "Oh, he's lovely," I always find a way to knock them down.
Yeah, you do.
Because I have low self-esteem, and I feel by attacking others, it elevates me.
Absolutely, every time. That's
Yeah.
why you are 6'1".
Yeah, that's the only thing I have going for me. Used to be 6'2", lost an inch.
So there you go. You're falling.
Every
But
time I
we've
do a
come-
mean,
We come from a full circle.
well, every time I say something mean about someone, a little bit shrinks off of me.
Yeah, you see, you've got to elevate people in order to elevate yourself.
Yeah, that's my new wank. No, ham. Sherman. I got to get this out in front of me. I need to have a Jimmy Riddle. Piddle.
I gotta have a Sherman. That'll sort me
Mate,
out.
just go to the fucking loo and shut up about it.
And Jodrell Bank is another one for that. Jodrell.
Jodrell.
Gonna go and have a Jodrell.
Ah.
It's not very nice, is it?
In literature, they have it in literature, in film, taboo terms. Anyway, get that off my screen. Right. Oh, well, we managed to fill 36 minutes and waste
Yeah.
somebody's life for a little bit. That's good, isn't it?
Well done for listening thus far. Well done.
Yeah, way to go, guys.
Yeah. Well done, everybody.
So, when are you fixed for another one? Should we do this on air? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, do it on air. I'm free tomorrow morning.
Ooh, I can't tomorrow. I'm literally going to a funeral.
Oh, no, I can't tomorrow. I'm actually, what am I you're going to a funeral. I'm going to
Yeah.
take my car to get MOT'd.
Ooh, good luck with that. That's always a stressful day.
Yeah, especially this one, because I've just got it, so I don't know how this is going to go. And it's 22 years old. This could go
22?
either way. Yeah.
Really?
It's only,
my God.
it's only got 87,000 miles on it, though.
What'd you get?
I got a Mitsubishi Galant, and it's a modern classic, as I keep telling everybody when I got it.
A Mitsubishi Galant from
Yes, and
22
it's
years
It's
ago.
a big old black estate, and it's got blacked out windows.
Well, famously, the Japanese really built them to last back then. I don't know if that's famous. I've just said that.
But I sent it. So I sent it to Bailey, my middle son, who's into his cars, and he texts back, "Oh my God!" He goes, "Is that yours?" I've just literally just picked it up. And oh God, that's really cool. That's really cool. They normally put these. It's called an Evo, off like a sporty one. They put these on the front of those. They change the front, then they do this. I was like, oh yeah, well I'll probably keep it as it is. Oh, that's really cool. And then he was sending pictures of it to his mate. So I'm like, this is
wow.
a cool car. This is a cool
You
car.
accidentally cooled out.
Yeah, 800 quid.
Oh, wow. That is good. Well, good luck with it.
So, yeah, I'll keep you
87,000 not
posted.
bad.
So
Loads
my
of
next,
little things will start. But it'll start with loads of little. As long as you check the fluids every single time you use it.
I think
oil
that's the
and
same with human beings.
Yeah, check the fluids every single time you go out, and you should be fine. And then the electrics go a little bit, and then you have to then you change a fuse, and the light bulbs burn out quicker than other cars. But that's all part of it.
But what I'm going to do, this is boring now. I'm going to get a new battery for it next week, and then I'm going to start all the bits that I know will probably go wrong eventually. I'm going to do them. I'm going to preempt.
Yeah, get on it.
Get
and
on
have
it,
oil. Have oil in the house already. That's what I do with mine. It's starting to burn a little oil. Heats up a bit too.
You need a new one.
Fuck yeah.
Citroen.
Right. So you're going to put out 3 today.
Yeah, let's do it. Right, I'm going to go.
All right, buddy. I'll see you later.
See you later on.
That was fun. We'll do one,
That was a good one.
Monday.
All right. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Bye.
Silence in the court.